Hello, universe. Welcome to my world. Today, when we do our Angelina Jordan video, it's not quite the same as normal. Normally, we look at a song from 5 or 10 different artists covering the same song before we reach Angelina. But today, we went to the well and the well was dry. We only found 2 different versions of this song. And so, it's going to be a little different than normal. But Angelina Jordan's version is so special that we absolutely had to make a video around her version of this song. And the song today is Avicii, Long Road to Hell. Avicii, as you know, was a music producer and he specialized in EDM, electronic dance music. And he attended many raves and music festivals. And to introduce us to the song, one of the 2 versions, I believe his name is Chris Wilson. He goes under the name of Vandellar Music. He's a London-based singer-songwriter and music producer. And he does a version on the piano, which is not quite electronic dance music, but it gives you a really good idea of the song.
Yeah, story goes, he went down to the crossroads. He sat down, kept his eyes closed. Everyone has a price, child, and what's it cost him? Was his soul?
And the other version we hear is very similar, but it's slowed down. The music is slightly slowed down, but when you hear the vocals, that's really where you hear the difference. So it doesn't sound so much like a dance number. And the vocal sounds like blues, but the music accompaniment doesn't quite. And we'll listen to this while we watch Avicii.
Yeah, story goes, he went down to the crossroads. He sat down, kept his eyes closed. Everyone has a price, child, and what it cost him. Was his soul?
Next, we have a very unusual video to watch, and that is a short video clip about the making of this song, of how it came together. And this is a very unusual video. It's only slightly edited, and there are a few things which strike me about this. There's very, very little verbal discussion about putting the song together. The putting song together is a musical discussion where there are musical exchanges, not verbal exchanges. And to me, that's very unusual. And the way the song came to be, it looks like it's one layer on top of another. First we hear Audra May. She's the vocalist in the song. She plays a riff on the guitar, and then Avicii transforms that into a piano. Then he transforms it into piano with a rhythm, and then Audra pulls out the kazoo, which is one of the features of the song. Then we hear the full lyrics at the end. But there's very little verbal back and forth in the making of this.
I got it.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That diminished thing at the end.
Yeah. Oh, that's killer. That's so funny.
That's so dope.
That's so good. What? You put the bar on the board.
And then you can just like, on top of this,
we just like keep looping the first like without the chord progression or whatever. When it's just like the same.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah,
Do we?
yeah. I think we got it.
Yeah. So the story goes.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, like.
You think you're getting away, no escaping the deal you made. You are running to his plane, run as fast as you think you can. Back from wherever you came, call the devil by any name. I'm not out who you blame, should've listened to what I say. What I say, what I say, yeah.
Now let's hear the full version on stage as it's being performed with the finished product.
She went down to the crossroads. She sat down, kept her eyes closed. Well, everyone has a prize, child, and what it cost him was his soul.
I have a bit of problem with this song, and I'll tell you why. For me, there's a disconnect with this song. And by that, I mean you have the music, you have the lyrics, and you have the meaning from the lyrics, and it should be blended so that if you didn't know English and you heard the song, you'd have some idea of what the song was about or the feeling in the song. And this song is completely disconnected. Because it's a dance number, you don't get the feeling of what the song is about. And the lyrics of the song actually are very deep. It's symbolic, of course. Going down to the crossroads means you have a choice. And with these lyrics, someone is selling their soul to the devil, which is not a casual event. But there's absolutely no hint of the power of these lyrics from listening to the song. Funnily enough, these lyrics are repeated in a very similar form in some other songs. More than 50 years ago, Cream, the first supergroup, went down to the crossroads, and there they were at the mercy of God if he was ready to take them. So it was very similar, and that version of Crossroads from Cream actually was based on the original from Robert Johnson. And Robert Johnson was a 1930 blues singer. He influenced Bob Dylan, and when you hear his version, it is very bluesy, and you could really hear the sadness and despair behind the song. But Cream were a blues rock group, and also when you listen to their version, as wonderful as the music is, it gives no hint as to where the lyrics are going.
Down to the crossroads, down on my knees. That's all I've ever wanna say. Take me if you please.
I went to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Asked the Lord to bear my mercy. Say, poor Bob, if you please.
Now finally we've come to Angelina Jordan. What type of connect or disconnect shall we have? I'll give you a hint. This channel is devoted exclusively to Angelina Jordan because I am so very impressed with her. And so she is very connected all the time on many levels. And her version is somewhere between jazz and blues. And she really makes the song sing its message with a wonderful performance, casually, a cappella, just walking through the parking garage. And at the end, instead of playing a kazoo, Angelina just lifts her voice an octave or two to finish the song.
Yes, story goes. his eyes closed. That was on advice. What if he cost it? Roses
We have so many little treats from the world of Angelina Jordan as her career unfolds. And every time we lift up a rock, we find another little bit of gold. We will continue to find gold from the world of Angelina in the future. Okay, gang, I'm out of here. I'll catch you later.